My fuel range isn't bad, but it's not great.
The WR is not good.
So
It's like 100 kilometers.
Yeah.
But it only costs like $4.95 to fill that tank.
But if I want to do something like the Labrador Highway and stuff,
I'd have to fill
I
up
think it's
50
better
tanks.
now. But they used to say that you needed a 500 kilometer fuel range to get it done.
Brutal.
Yeah. You'd be close
And
with your GS.
I'm only getting about 280.
How was that all?
But
Especially with some
when I get on
trails and
asphalt, I kind of haul ass a little bit. 140. So mileage gets a lot better. 100, 110. And I went the wrong way last year. I put new chains and sprockets on it, and I was like, I don't need the top speed. So I went. I think I went one up, one down.
Yeah.
And I went the wrong way because it's hurting my fuel economy, right?
Oh yeah.
I should have went the other way. Even though I don't need the top speed, it'll give me a better fuel economy because it's got so much grunt. Parallel twin 800.
Yeah, you didn't need.
I don't
to do that.
need the power down low. In fact, I find it sort of hard
Too
to
much.
manage at times. It can be a little throttle management can be a little challenging at moments. So
It's amazing what a couple of things make how much of a difference it makes.
Yeah, I want to go up 5 in the rear on the dirt bike right now.
well, I want to get a real dirt bike because I'm scared
WR
of
is
putting down
close
the
to a
800.
real
The
dirt
800 is a
bike.
lot of bike.
250 is perfect.
Yeah.
No need for a 450.
Yeah, that's what I'd like to get.
Yeah. It's like the perfect bike. And I was gonna go just dirt, but then I was like, fuck. Then I got a trailer to the trails, and
Yes.
I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
So
Street trail is really versatile.
yeah.
Now, what's the WR for ride height?
It's pretty tall.
Yeah.
I would put a lowering link in it if I were you.
Yeah. I am in
And I actually thought about putting a lowering link in it for me because I am not a hardcore dirt rider.
Yeah.
I like I can, when I'm wearing my dirt boots, I can touch like that. So I can touch.
It's not that heavy though.
No, it's pretty light.
If it gets away from you, you just jump out of the way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because that's what I've read about the WR. It is pretty tall.
Yeah,
And
and
I
I've
am
dropped-
inseam
I
challenged.
dropped the
so.
forks an inch into the triples already just to try to
All right.
give myself a little more touch. Because on the X rims, like the supermoto rims, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm great. Fucking as soon as I go to the dirt
Throw
bikes
the
on.
throw the 21. Is it a 21?
Yeah, versus 17, it's like, holy fuck, it's quite a bit different.
Why are the bars way the hell up here?
Well, that was you throw an inch with a knob on the tire.
Yeah, and you throw an inch with the knob on the tire too. My tires are pretty worn right now too, so I get some new tires on and I'm gonna really not be touching.
What's Matt got? Still this 500?
No, he's got the exact same bike.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Got a.
Isn't that
When
cute?
you're in the woods half time.
I'll do it like identical to like the same bike, same colors, same
Does
everything.
he have the motard wheels too?
No,
or
no, he just has an R. So he has just the dirt version.
Oh, okay.
I think you would like to have the motard.
The only time I put my feet down in the woods is when I was falling over.
Yeah. I put my feet down a lot in the woods because I'm still a nervous wood rider.
Yeah.
I'm not used to like the front end moving around on me. Back end, sure, that can do whatever the fuck it needs to be. Front end moving around, I'm not alright with that yet.
Well, I did that dirt bikes,
You used to it.
that dirt bike school, right?
I would like to
Did
do
you?
that.
How was that?
It was actually turned out okay. So
You did it
at
on your
first, I show up, and I was supposed to use my own bike because they didn't have enough for the loaners. But I show up and he goes, yeah, one family still hasn't paid yet, so I don't think they're coming, so I think you can use a loaner. And I was like, oh, okay. We're just waiting around for this other group to come, and I'm sure they're coming because they paid, right?
Sure.
And we're waiting, and we're waiting, and we're waiting. And he's like, all right, well, never mind, let's get started. And his daughter was there to sort of help out. So he said, she's going to join the course too. And I was like, yeah, that's fine. So I started with this individual instruction virtually,
Yeah.
and then of course family shows up. So we go back to square one because it's step by step, and
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
really it is tailored for somebody who's never even ridden a motorcycle before. They even
Have, like no motorcycle?
exactly
Yeah.
They,
they
need to offer
even,
another version for.
teach
I ride
you.
on the road.
Yeah.
I know they even teach you how to get on the bike.
Well, I
They're
taught
very
the safety
specific
services
about it.
course for a long time, so I know exactly how to teach all that.
They were like, you put the kickstand up first, then you swing your leg over. That's the technique they wanted you to use, and all
That
that.
way you don't forget.
And that was fine, you know, and it's slow, but then you start doing some other stuff, and that gets more interesting. And at the end, so that family showed up. There was a little boy, a little girl, and a dad. And then it started to piss rain. So, and eventually the little boy and little girl got fed up with it, so they bailed.
Yeah.
So it was just me and his daughter again, and then his daughter bailed.
So it's just you and him.
So it was just private instruction.
Now you're like, all right, I know all the basics. Can we step this up?
He showed me a few extra things, and one of the things he got me to do at the end, and I can't remember if this is part of the course or just something he did, was he actually got you to lock the front brake and leave it locked. You put it in first gear, you start riding across the field, and you squeeze the front until it locks. And you don't let go until it does this.
Yeah.
That's when you let go. And it was like, no, that's wrong. That's absolutely wrong.
But if you're on a grassy field, you can do that.
Especially in the rain.
Yeah. Oh,
It was
yeah.
really bizarre to do it, but it was like, you're scooting along, you're doing like probably 10 meters with the front wheel locked. It's a little hard to tell because it's so slick.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't really know when it's actually locked.
Unless
but
you're looking at it.
yeah,
Which
unless
know
you
what to
can
do.
see it. But yeah, it was really, it was an interesting, that was an interesting learning experience all on its own.
Yeah.
Cool. So one thing about dirt ride, you get used to stuff sliding around on you.
Moving around.
Right? Yeah. You after a while, it takes a while, but eventually
Yeah,
you
yeah.
get comfortable with it.
I'm not comfortable with it.
Yeah. It
Even
takes
like
a
when
while.
I hit a rock and the front end like does that, I'm like fuck. I'm not there. I remember the first ride we did. Like I came home and like my whole body's in pain.
In pain.
From my muscles.
I've been flexing for the last 3 hours.
And like my fingers are killing me because I've been riding the clutch the entire time because
Yeah.
I'm not letting go of that.
I want to know exactly where it is for when I want it.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's just like.
But now it's
You gotta-
much better. It's like all right.
You hold on with your leg,
Yeah.
you keep your core straight, and everything else just goes loose. You know,
Yeah.
and you let the bike.
Move your body weight around it. Do
Yeah.
what you're doing depending on where you are.
Exactly. And
Well, they're a big puddle. Get back a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, that's the one thing that I saw about a lot of guys that have done the trailway. They all bitched and moaned about the loose gravel, right? It's just like riding on marbles. You don't want to spend any time on that, blah blah. It didn't actually bother me at all.
No.
Well, if you got the right
No,
tires,
I had
for
the,
it,
I had
it should.
TKC 80s, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know. I was comfortable with it the whole time.
Yeah.
I think I'm really glad I did that little dirt bike school, even though, half of it was like, okay, yeah, I'll do this. Yes, I know how to work the clutch.
Well, it's the same. Try driving one of those.
But
things
you got a
on
little
the
kid in
gravel.
there who doesn't know how to work the clutch until you spend
Exactly.
time
Yeah,
with
well,
them.
actually, the kids had the little Hondas
With no
that were
clutches.
clutchless.
Yeah.
Okay. How old are the kids?
The little guy had troubles touching. He was gung ho, but yeah, a couple times he shot across the field like,
Awesome.
and he's yelling, "I'm all right," before he's even crashed, right? So.
You gotta love the attitude. You really do.
But he was so focused on right here.
Yeah.
They had this little loop that they get you to do, right? And then they'll put cones in, so you got to stop right at each cone
Yeah.
and stuff like that. He was just completely leaving the loop because he was looking right here. He didn't even see that the loop was over here. He was just so focused on right here.
I'm trying to do that with my son right now on like his balance bike and stuff because he's like watching his hand. I'm like, look where you're going.
Yeah.
That's all I get out of him.
Yeah. How old is he?
3.
Very high. Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's not unusual.
I don't think my 3-year-old's ever gonna like. And I have a little Honda 50 I bought the day he was born.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll be him that ever rides it. Like
No.
the younger guy is much more like he's only a year, but I can just tell already that like he bails and he'll fall down the stairs or something like